What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. And the game that you're seeing in the background right now is of course Tribes of Midgard, which is now less than 48 hours away from coming out. And through basically just being too busy and just a crazy schedule, I haven't managed to put out a video specifically on this game yet. I did mention it in my upcoming Games of July video where I said I am super excited for it. Of course, that excitement has just continued to grow as more detail has started to emerge around this game. And like I said, with it now being less than 2 days away from coming out, it's basically reached critical mass and I am super pumped for it to come out. We've mentioned this already before, but Ben, Lee and myself will be doing a collab stream on this game on launch day, so that's Tuesday, so definitely keep an eye out for that. But what I wanted to look at today quickly is just, I would say, the 3 things which I'm the most excited about when it comes to this game. And we'll jump right in with the detail there. So the first one, of course, being, I guess, class choice, or the options that are available there when it comes to classes. Now, one of the first things that I really love about this game is Norsefell, the developer. What they've done is they've taken the classic, you know, RPG archetypes that you get, like, you know, a tank and a healer and a range, you know, a ranged character, or like specifically the roles, right? So or rather, sorry, the types. So like, you know, barbarian and warrior and all of that, and they've given it that lovely, you know, Viking, that Norse mythology spin, and it all has its kind of like its own unique, you know, what's the word I'm looking for, identity, and that's really awesome. But at launch, we're gonna see 8 different classes being available. Let me see if I can remember them off the top of my head. I think it's the warrior, the seer, the hunter, the sentinel, the ranger, the berserker, the warden, and the guardian. I cheated, I looked at the last 2 on my notes here. But those 8 types, basically, some of the names of those character types will obviously give you a general idea of what they do. But again, like I said, what's really interesting here is that a lot of these classes are not straightforward just in the way that you utilize them. They, for instance, one of the classes, the hunter, is very adept at actually going out and foraging and being able to gather materials really quickly. Another one, I believe it's the warden, is really all about being able to like take care of the base very well and do like upgrades and that sort of thing. So I really do like that there's kind of like a little, you know, place for each kind of play style to find, you know, its place. So if you don't want to be a classic warrior, or you don't want to be a classic ranger or anything like that, and you want to find something that's a little bit different that suits your play style, if you're looking at this game going like, I wonder if I can play it almost like a tower defense, well then, for instance, the warden, if I'm not, again, like I said, if that's the character that I'm thinking about, is probably going to be a good shoe for you, and it's probably going to fit you very well. So I really do enjoy that. Of course, starting out, there's only going to be 2 characters available for you to play, but through play, you're going to unlock the other 6 until you eventually get up to the 8. That's also just in the first season of this game, so it's likely possible that more classes will be added further on. But one other thing is that the ruin system in this game further augments your choices that you can make with each one of these characters. So your hunter doesn't necessarily have to be the same as someone else's hunter, because through the rune system you can change some of your skills, some of your abilities, and how that character specifically plays to accentuate the abilities that you enjoy, the ones that you want to use, and thereby making that hunter your own hunter and your own version of the character. So super excited for that. That's phenomenal depth already that we're seeing in the system, and I'm just really I kind of think that I'm gonna play a hunter, or at the very least I'll probably start out with a ranger if I can. I do like the ranged approach. I always prefer that in games like this. But who knows? I'm so excited to actually start playing some of these classes and actually see the detail within them, and that's obviously going to change my idea of what I'd like to play. But the cool thing is that you can then obviously also just pivot around, so there really seems to be a lot of depth here, and I thoroughly enjoy that. So that was number 1. Number 2 is a little bit of a shorter topic, but something that anybody that has played this kind of game, or any game that's multiplayer, that peer-to-peer connects to other players, your friends, whatever, will understand what a big game changer it is that Norsefell have opted for dedicated service for this game instead of peer-to-peer connectivity. The only thing I can really say about this is, to me, this just shows a studio that has a supreme amount of confidence in their product, that they're willing to put this level of money behind it and have this in, because let's be honest, dedicated servers, yes, it probably, you know, creates a scenario where patch deployment and that all of that is probably a lot easier for them. I would imagine so. But more than anything like that, anything else, it's really a quality service for your players, because it affords everybody the same level of connectivity. And usually my thing is, I have friends from all over the world who I play together with. And whenever a game like this comes along and I find out that it's peer-to-peer connectivity, there's a part of me that goes, oh man, this is going to suck. Like, whoever's hosting will always just feel like they're having a much better experience than whoever else is joining in on them. So again, just super pumped that this is dedicated service. It also, as I said, it shows their confidence in the product, but it also, to me, indicates a form of, you know, a long-term plan. And that actually feeds directly into my third and my final point of this video. And that is that the future plans in the studio, again, this is a live service model that they're employing. So there will be seasons. Each season will bring cosmetics and new features and, you know, things like that in. But you can already see this massive plan that they have for this game. So this rollout schedule stretches far into, you know, the back end of this year and into next year, with seasons coming out. And again, what this shows me is a studio that has plans. They have plans for what's to come. They have plans to develop the IP. And if we're dealing with a studio that is very, very responsive to the community and how the community, you know, finds the game and makes suggestions about it, and as you know, skills balancing and changes and things like that are bound to happen. If they are intertwined and working really closely with the community, we can have a really beautiful thing here, where you have this game that it's really nothing like that out there at this moment, and it's kind of just hitting at the right time. And if they pull this off, I mean, kudos to them. I actually do hope that this is a massive success. I think it's a fantastic IP. It looks really amazing. And from what I've seen from the studio and the interaction with people, and also just with reviewers and all of that, it's been really fantastic. But super pumped for that. Those are my 3 topics. Let me know in the comments down below if you've heard about this game, if you're interested in this game, if you're going to be there on Tuesday to watch me and Ben play this together. We'd love to have you. But more than anything else, just let me know if you're excited for this and what part of it excites you most. That's it for the video today. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. And it's just super important to me that you have a fantastic morning, a great afternoon, a awesome evening, wherever you are in the world. And until next video, fucking cheers.